Hey, good afternoon. My name is Sherman Crancer. I want to say, hey, welcome to our next edition of Voice of the Microsoft Partner. Sadly, after, we have 56 months in a row of doing this, I will not be able to be here today. It is my 50th birthday coming up, and my wife actually scheduled a nice 4-day weekend that happens to start tomorrow, or actually today on Friday. And so I can't make it here today, but we've got a great lineup for you. Andres Oseguera, who's going to be our main facilitator for the day. And we also have Andrew Bowe from Microsoft, who's actually the chief architect of this new SMB path for Microsoft partners. So excited about this. I've been working with the team quite a bit and saw the questions, and I think it's really going to be a great effort today. Really look forward to this, and so just have a great day, have a great weekend, and hopefully this show was really fantastic. So thanks again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. My name is Andrew Bowe. I'm the Director of Partner Strategy for Small and Medium Businesses at Microsoft. That's my day job. I also have AVD and Windows 365 in the afternoons and evenings. So the best way to think of me is partner bubblegum for SMB partners. Everything from partner capability, capacity, performance, through things like solution partner designations, specializations, different incentives programs that all aligns through me. So look forward to being here with y'all today.
Got it. Is it fair to say, as I'm listening to you go through this, Andrew, is it fair to say then that these designations don't necessarily change the metrics that Microsoft is looking from partners? It only changes the types of customers that they're influencing with those metrics, right? You're still looking for somebody who's growing, somebody who's bringing new workloads, somebody who's certified, but you're specialized with SMB as opposed to maybe some larger customers. Pick that apart if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can pick that apart a number of different ways. I would think of it this way. From an all-up solutions partner standpoint, these are the partners that are investing in us that we want to invest back in. And whether it's on data or infrastructure, whether it's go-to-market resources, whether it's the CSP customer acquisition incentive, which I think is just something we'll probably touch on it a little later in this call, but the absolute scale of that investment is mind-blowing. 15% of everything on planet Earth. I cannot invest in tens and tens and tens of thousands of partners who might be doing something on Azure. I can invest in thousands and thousands and thousands of partners that I know are, right? And that is 15% of every customer on planet Earth that transacts via CSP with a partner. So yes, that is exactly how we are looking at solutions partner designation and why it's so important.
I'm wondering, maybe I'll switch gears here very just a little bit here. From Microsoft's perspective, how do they want partners to leverage these, in terms of their overall strategy with customers? Do you have anything or thoughts that you can share there in terms of, is this with every single potential customer that you've got? Is this for specific types of customer that they're looking to drive? Any thoughts that you can share with the group?
For me, it's for any workload that qualifies. If you're a specialized partner, we highlighted AVD, Azure Virtual Desktop in this instance, but if you have a customer that has Horizon, has Citrix on-premise, has some sort of home-built, RDS or VDI solution, and they're looking at moving that to Azure, we absolutely want you to engage in these programs, do an assessment. If the workload is eligible, find out what that ACR value is going to be for the first year and pull the lever. Getting approvals for Azure Migrate and Modernize takes literally minutes. As long as we can find a customer ID. And then, once the workload's marked complete, basically we, reach out to the customer, make sure the work was done and they're satisfied, and it's funded. So it's extremely fast. And I think it fits customers really in that sub-enterprise segment very, very well. But I also think for partners, this really is something for you to take to your customer and say, And by the way, Microsoft will invest this much into the migration into making this work. And it's stackable with things like Cloud Migration Factory. So, by the way, I'm throwing a lot of information out because I'm really passionate about the subject. But all this is available. I think we can share some information later as well. I think people are sometimes going, "What Cloud Migration Factory? Pre-sales assessment? What are we doing?"
You know, it's funny. I actually get a similar question. I'll just quickly highlight this. A lot of partners ask, "Can I utilize MCI engagement, AMM funding along with ESIF?" Is there any rules of engagement there that somebody should be aware of or keep in mind? Do you know if they stack?
Yeah, so ESIF is basically any end customer investment funding. MCI funding is a separate bucket, but you should not be double claiming the same workload. There's a couple reasons for that, but generally speaking, you'll be in compliance, trouble because we've already asked you if you're receiving other Microsoft funding for this workload. That being said, there are situations, I'll give you a common one that we run into, where there is a migration. It's a large data center evac, and maybe a portion of that is a specific application that needs to stay on VMware technology. So it's going from VMware on-premise to Azure VMware Solutions. And there may be a separate SOW, and there might be an Azure Migrate and Modernize partner-led engagement for moving that particular workload. And it is a separate SOW from this giant data center evac. So it's funding for that particular workload on AVS or AVD.
Got it. Okay. Makes total sense. I think that'll help a lot of partners here in case they had that question. So, see, any quick words on VMware and Azure?
Yeah, I mean, ever since Broadcom's acquisition, obviously EUC was spun off of VMware. So Horizon's now with a brokerage investment firm. And then for VMware on Azure, right now we still lock 5-year RIs. And I think since Hawk's announcements came out like almost a year ago, we've been hearing it from customers and partners. VMware on Azure, Azure VMware Solutions has been another thing that is taking us like just absolutely to new heights, because it, quite frankly, it is an extremely fast migration. You can be sweeping the floor in the data center in a month or two, or you can think about refactoring all those applications for the next year, and then you can deal with them. You can find efficiencies, you can economize them, you can refactor them at leisure, and partners have been like, we're done, and we can lock a 5-year RI on it. Absolutely, let's go do it. So those would be my quick top of the line thoughts. I know there's been some announcements regarding that and our competitors that are very beneficial to Azure, and we've been feeling that as well. I don't really want to speak on competitors or anything, but I will say that the grass is very green for us on VMware on Azure at Microsoft, and we're loving it. So I guess the best thing I can say there.
I love it. No, I appreciate the time, Andrew. I want to give a very warm and thank you from us to the Crancer Group, as well as everybody here. We know, you don't have to do this for any of us, so we really appreciate the time you're able to give us. I want to see if everybody, could give the round of applause here for Andrew. I'd really appreciate it. Doesn't have to be here. There it is. All right. There's the wave. I love it.
Wow. Thank you, everybody. Awesome. Awesome.
Very cool. Join us next month for our next Voice of the Microsoft Partner Best MSP Marketing Bets for 2024. We're bringing back an age-old, very popular topic that the group has seen a lot of good reception for. So we'll be talking about growing your business, hoping to fill up the sales funnel as much as possible, and how we might think about going to market. And just selfishly, I do want to say thank you again, everybody, for staying on here for the presentation. I've had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you still think we brought the thunder, we brought the energy that we needed for this VOMP. I'll have last thing here, my team send out a poll. If you guys want to sit down and talk in a little bit more detail around these new solution designation with us, happy to chat with you and give you some more context if you got any specific questions. So I'm landing the plane here a couple minutes early, but it's been a fun time here. I hope everybody's enjoyed as much as I have, and we very much look forward to seeing you next month where we talk about marketing for MSPs. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk soon, and thanks again for joining us today.